Namaste. Let's look at some more questions. We have a question from Savitri Venkataraman. Namaskaram Swamiji. Whenever I think of the following conversation recorded in page 470 of Sri Sharada Devi, the Holy Mother, Conversations, translated by Swami Nikhilananda, the conversation is given, Disciple, will you keep us in your mind hereafter? Mother, perhaps not, when I enjoy divine bliss after my passing away. My child, time alone is the principal thing. Who knows what will happen in course of time? It is very discomforting to me, the thought, if a divine incarnation would not keep in mind even the ones who were fortunate to see him or her in physical form, not to speak of those who are not so blessed, then what is the use of crying my heart out in prayer to such a God keeps nagging me? Could you please clarify the correct purport of Mother's response recorded therein? If we look at the life of Holy Mother and incidents associated with her disciples as well as those devotees who have had her vision, even after her passing away, we can be assured that this is not quite true from the standpoint of her as a divine incarnation. Now, when an avatara comes taking the form of human beings, they have a dual role. One is this limited personality, what they express, and the other is the divine, which is seeping through that limited personality. So, in some passages, we will find Holy Mother behaving like a normal human being. So here, the way we can take it is, she is talking like a normal human being to that disciple, wherein she is saying, once I leave the body, I will enjoy divine bliss, like any other aspirant who has attained her goal. So this petty minds and this limited relations hold no value. The other way we can look at it is, she is trying to give the disciple a jnani based outlook, wherein she is trying to say not to be bothered about personal minds and how that personal human relation, but think of me as undivided bliss. So once I leave the body, I am that bliss, which is yourself and myself, our real nature. So she's indirectly pointing him to that don't bank on this personal relation, transcend it. We can look at it this way too. In any case, we have nothing to fear, as Mother has assured again and again, that no matter what challenges you face, no matter what kind of situation you fall in, always remember that I have a mother. And she has proved it time and again in the lives of several devotees and disciples. Swami Jnanishananda, he used to have a vision of, he used to talk to Holy Mother even before initiating any disciples. And Swami Ranganathanandaji Maharaj, the 13th president of our order, even he had a vision of Holy Mother, wherein she took him to her lap and consoled him, and he enjoyed divine bliss in her company. So this discomfort is very much unfounded. Just take this as the human aspect of Holy Mother, like how she was afraid of the dentist. So along with that, you can take this aspect. Next question, Bhupendra Tamu. What is intuition in Vedantic view, dualistic Vedanta? The word intuition means so many things to so many people. So it is very difficult to define it for you, because I'm not sure what context you are meaning. So if you are referring to a particular Sanskrit word that you came across, then we could discuss it. Because intuition, normally what people call intuition is basically instinct. That is, you are exposed to some kind of knowledge again and again, that it becomes fixed entity within, that you no longer have to think about it, right? And then a kind of knowledge arises without you thinking, and you call it intuition. That's what generally happens. But if you're talking about Vedantic language, intuition could be the word which is used in place of inspiration, which is beyond normal rational thinking. It is not below rational thinking or against rational thinking, but beyond. That is where Swami Vivekananda would classify it as instinct. We have instinct, then we have rational thinking, and then we have inspiration. So if you are referring to that, then let me know. We can discuss it further. Some people refer to the gut feeling what we have. Even that, they say that it is intuition. So the terminology needs to be clarified. What you mean is what I mean. In essence, Samarth Mishra asks, Swamiji, my question is that if we are the witness consciousness, then why do we witness only our body and mind, and why not other people's body and mind if there is only one consciousness? Seemingly smart question, but if you look at it, it's the one which is witnessing this body and mind, usually what we call that I, this limited I. This is not the witness consciousness. This is just the waking state I. And we are associated with it, and we feel the body, and we can notice the mind. So that is not the witness consciousness. That is also reflected consciousness. So this is limited to you. Just forget about other people's mind. Even deep sleep, this I is incapable of perceiving the ignorance or the blankness of the deep sleep. Of course, in terms of memory, it comes back the next day and says, yeah, I slept soundly, I feel happy or refreshed after the deep sleep. So it's just a logical assumption that it is me who slept. But even during deep sleep, this I was not there. So the question of this I witnessing other people's body and mind is out of question. If there is only one consciousness, once you transcend this limited I and you experience the witness consciousness, then it is possible to witness others' pangs of suffering, others' pain, others' bodies too. As we can see in the case of Thakur Sri Ramakrishna, he had this experience of this one consciousness that when somebody was walking on the lawn, he could feel identified with the grass and feel that they're walking on his back. And when a boatman slapped another boatman sitting on a boat in the Ganga, he felt that he is being slapped. So that identification is possible for one who has transcended this limitation of body and mind. We have other examples also. We have this unified feeling of oneness with the entire universe, which happened to Swamiji. Swami Vivekananda felt restless one day, and he was not sleeping. And Swami Vijnananandaji, his brother disciple, records it, that he was seeing, why Swamiji, why are you awake at 2 a.m.? And he says, something has happened somewhere. Some major tragedy has happened, and so many have lost their lives. And he could feel it sitting in Belumat. And next day's newspaper, they saw that one volcanic eruption happened and thousands of lives were lost in some other place, far away, thousands of miles across. So this kind of feeling of a universal consciousness is possible. So that's it for now. we'll have more such sessions as and when we have more questions. Okay. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat.